Paradise Initiative, Child Protection Alliance, and civil society organizations, in collaboration with the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education, Ministry of Health, and Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Welfare, held a dialogue forum to address growing concerns faced by young people in the digital space as part of celebrating International Women's Day. International Women's Day is celebrated annually on March 8 as a focal point in the women's rights movement, bringing attention to issues such as gender equality, reproductive rights, violence, and abuse against women. The theme for this year's International Women's Day is Dig It All, Innovation and Technology for Gender Equality. The Dialogue Forum brought together different stakeholders to discuss and chart a way forward on the issues faced by young people in the digital space, such as sexual exploitation, drug abuse among young people in the context of civil works and digital space. Speaking at the forum, Tabunjai Sar, a right women advocate from Action Aid International in the Gambia, reflects on the risks of sexual exploitation and drug abuse amongst young people in the context of civil works and digital space.
Nowadays, abuse is more prevalent in Africa, and the Gambia is no exception. The usage of the internet by children and young people has also sent waves of the need to converge and talk about its harm, influence, and abuse of the superhighway. Online communication has increased, yes, but the consequences can be very expensive. And the future for individuals, families, communities, and countries can be dire. Of recent, some videos through TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, etc. have gone viral within the country, exposing sex of very young children between the ages of 9 and 12, and also a group of young people on a pool party, just to name a few. Every day, people are exposed to nude pictures and actions on our mobile phones, which are viewed by millions of people around the world, with comments either positive or negative.
Dr. Mustafa Bitey, the Director of Health Service at the Ministry of Health, talks about the importance of technology in their work.
But the theme is very important because we are talking about technology, which nowadays we cannot go without. You know, once network goes off or the line has a problem, it seems there's chaos in the country. We know how women importance cannot be emphasized as well. But health is not just the absence of disease, but we also have to be, like it involves the well-being, general well-being, social, spiritual, mentally, all of the individual. And we all recognize that technology has brought a lot of good in health. For example, now at the Ministry of Health, we are trying to have what we call electronic medical record system. It's going to help us to reach a wider group. It's going to help us to reach women who are at home to access services. It will help us to reach women who are very busy at work and can't come to the hospital. They can start registering, interact with us. Their medical records can be with them, within their phones and all, so that they don't have to carry a lot of things. They can have their year's history with them with just an app.
Rohinjai, a youth representative and a survivor of teenage pregnancy, gave account of her ordeal.
My name is Rohinjai. I am a 31-year-old woman who has encountered and seen a lot of challenges that many youths in this generation are experiencing. I schooled in the Gambia. I served as a head girl at that school during my time. I was a smart, well-outspoken, and vibrant young lady then. However, along the line, I dropped out of my 11th grade due to teenage pregnancy. My entire life changed. I was not going to school anymore. My parents and society were disappointed and judged me. My child's father was nowhere to be found. The only support I got was from my brave mother, whom I am so proud of. I suffered. Thank you. I suffered complications at a point. I was in coma. I was hospitalized for 3 weeks at the Banjul General Hospital. All that was due to teenage pregnancy. So today I stand here before you, ladies and gentlemen, and to all my young sisters and brothers who are students here today, to look at me as one of yourself, that there was a time I was in a uniform and I was in your position.
Pastor Francis Forbes, a leadership coach, advised the young people to select good friends to avoid peer pressure.
You, the young people, this is my advice. When you go through peer pressure, and I hope you don't forget this statement I'm about to make, because you are told you are not cool, you are not one of us, you are inexperienced, you are a prude, you are oath-speaking, you are overprotected, resist it. Resist it because of the values that you have in your life. Check which 4 friends you have in your life. They either add, subtract, multiply, or divide. Choose the 2. Choose friends who add and choose friends who multiply. And if people pressurize you, especially young girls, that come and do it, be like us, do it, be like us, lose your virginity, put the pressure back on them and read my lips, tell them this. If I want, I can choose to be like you, but you can never be like me again.
Halimatu Jesirobo, a representative from the National AIDS Control Program, cancelled the gathering on sexual reproduction while calling on the parents to talk to their children about sexual reproduction.
Research has shown, or evidence has shown, that children need our care and our love in the house by having good communication skills with them, talking to them on how to understand their bodies. Average students here that are here, or we've had the story of Rohingya. Rohingya, most of us have seen ourselves in her. Like the moderator said, what have we learned from her? Or what are we going to take back to our places? Is it Nesan? No, we don't want the Nesan. We want to learn from it. That instead of stigmatizing her and judging her as parents, we should be able to take care of our children by listening. Listening is very lacking in the homes, and it's a fundamental challenge that is making young children and young people to go into risky behaviors.
Ibrahim Sisao, the permanent secretary at the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education, has this to say.
We at the Ministry of Education, we are very conscious of the importance of our role in not only responding intellectually to the needs of the community through the provision of relevant quality education, but we also will continue to strive to ensure that safe and enabling environment is created for the learners and the personnel who make teaching and learning possible. This principle is well grounded in our education policy 2016 to 2030.
International Women's Day is commemorated in a variety of ways worldwide. It is a public holiday in several countries, and it is observed socially or locally to celebrate and promote the achievements of women. The purpose of the day is to uphold women's achievements, recognize challenges, and focus greater attention on women's rights and gender. For Kerr Fatou News, I am Ramatulai Jao.